Good evening and welcome to this session tonight. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that some of the things that I share tonight will help you and your family access the best education resources available from kindergarten to college and career, and ideally at no cost to your family. I'm Matt Bowman. I'm the founder and CEO of several education organizations, and we serve nearly 20,000 students globally. I've been in education almost 30 years, and I'm happy to be here tonight. This is a picture of my family. I have three sons, two daughters in law, one son in law, and a granddaughter. And I'm pleased to report that many of them are involved in public education as teachers or mentors, just like I am. And if you want to contact me after, go to mytechhigh.com/contact Matt. I'd love to stay in touch. Well, for the past 100 years, the traditional school system has served most kids fairly well in this standardized middle, but we've always had personalized education on the edges. But now, with cultural and technological changes, and even COVID, those trends have shifted, and learners are demanding a more personalized education approach. In fact, as they learn that they can customize and personalize their phone and clothes and food and medicine, they really want education personalized to their unique needs as well. So that's where we come in. But where does this go? Where is this headed? Can personalized education actually solve world hunger, poverty, cancer, addiction, robot takeover of jobs? I believe it can, because I believe that personalized education creates self directed, lifelong learners who are creative and curious and motivated to innovate and solve these most complex challenges that we face. So, how do we do it? I'm going to focus my remarks tonight on personalized education models and end with some practical next steps you and your family can take. So, first, let's review several personalized education models that we operate around the world. Here are four of them. First, MyTech High and Tech Trep Academy. By the way, TREP is short for entrepreneur. These two organizations contract with innovative superintendents around the country to implement a statewide, tuition free, personalized education program focused on tech and entrepreneurship. The next one, Sundance Learning. Similar to MyTech High, Sundance Learning contracts with innovative college presidents to operate an affordable, accredited, online competency-based associate degree on their behalf. Our main partner is Snow College, a small 2-year college in rural Utah whose enrollment is now growing significantly by serving students all over the world. Here's a quick glance for you to see where these various programs are operating in some form or another. Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, North Dakota, Tennessee, Indiana. And for California, Alaska, and Florida, we're actually embedded inside various publicly funded umbrella programs, such as independent study charter schools in California, district homeschooling programs in Alaska, and Step Up for Students in Florida, a really great program. So if you live in one of those states, we invite you to join us. If not, stay tuned for additional information that I'll share in just a few minutes. And by the way, Snow Online is just getting started internationally and serves a few students across Asia and Latin America who are working on their U.S. college degree from their home country. And if they are under the age of 18, we can also provide them a path to get a U.S. high school diploma if interested. So you're now probably wondering, well, how does this all work? Well, let's jump into it. Our work ties back to the concept of equity in education, that we believe that all K-12 students have a right to access a free and public education, including students whose personalized education plan includes a mix of classes at home, online, and in the community, not just those attending traditional brick and mortar settings. Let me show you what we mean by this. First, all students have free and unlimited access to these curriculum providers, which align with most required state standards across the country. We give students and parents a voice and choice in designing their ideal personalized education plan, and they can tap into any of these providers anytime, some of which are not typically available to traditional homeschool families. Additionally, every child is assigned a learning coach and a state licensed and certified teacher to support their individual needs during the week. Also, as you can imagine, students with learning disabilities on an IEP or those who have physical or health challenges on a 504 plan have found our highly flexible program to be extremely helpful and just what they needed to feel successful again. Second, we've partnered with these digital curriculum providers directly to expand the access to high quality curriculum for our students, parents, and teachers to design their ideal education plan. And as with the last chart, you'll notice that some of these curriculum options are also not typically available to traditional homeschool families, as they only tend to sell to districts. So we truly bring a universe of possibilities right to the kitchen table. Third, for our older students, we offer a wide range of online, accredited, competency-based associate and bachelor's degrees to our students. Our top two direct providers are College for America at Southern New Hampshire University and Snow Online at Snow College. And just check out the list of degrees available to students in our program. Fourth, for students interested in a direct-to-career pathway, which is actually getting more and more popular these days with the high cost of tuition in college and the associated student debt, we offer an equally broad range of options, from work-based learning with Praxis and Crash to internships and service leadership opportunities to professional licensure and certification programs from local technical colleges and AWS, Adobe, and Grow with Google. In fact, Google recently announced a $100 million investment in their Google Career Certification programs. If you haven't read about that yet, I highly recommend it. Fifth, our students and parents love to connect with one another. So we run tons of virtual student clubs with our teachers as advisors. And they have Harry Potter clubs, running clubs, cooking, service, journalism, leadership, esports, and many more. We host monthly field trips, virtual and in person, plus regular park days, career meetups, student competitions, and even annual showcase nights to celebrate highlights from the year. Sixth, one of my favorite aspects of our program is all the cool tech and entrepreneurship elective classes we have built for students of all ages. Because, with everyone's plan being so personalized, it's really nice to have one common theme that connects everyone together. In our programs, each student chooses at least one tech or entrepreneurship course as part of their personalized schedule. Here are some of our most popular courses: Minecraft Steam with Snap, Lego Intermediate Robotics with Spike, Computer Science with JavaScript, AWS Intro to Cloud Practitioner, Cybersecurity Foundations, including access to a cyber range in partnership with Virginia Tech University, 3D design and modeling, animation, and 3D printing, Adobe Creative Cloud, audio for creators, creativity and innovation, the beginning of entrepreneurship, financial literacy for youth, and one of my favorites, Game Maker, become a board game designer. This last one has a really cool story to go with it. We partnered with a board game manufacturing company to help us build this course, and their CEO is committed to host a pitch event every May for our students to pitch their board game or card game idea to his team. If their team likes the idea and wants to take it to market, they've agreed to pay the student a 5% royalty for life for that game idea. Isn't that awesome? I love it. We actually have this year's pitch event coming up soon, so we're pretty excited. Last but certainly not least, families in our program can also request funding to purchase various educational resources like books and calculators, chemistry sets, math manipulatives, and many more. Plus, we cover the cost of community education classes like swimming and dance, piano, karate, ballet, and much more. And we ensure every student has adequate access to a computer and high speed internet through a technology allowance we provide. The options are truly endless. So at this point, you're probably saying to yourself, that sounds really cool, Matt, but it seems very overwhelming. How do you help parents and students navigate all this? Well, great question. We're entering our 14th year this fall and have invested heavily over the years in developing our very own customized platform, which simplifies this process for families. For example, here's our sample schedule builder, which any of you can try out today at mytechhigh.com/how it works. Notice on this first screen how it's a pre-populated for ages 6 to 11 with a mix of MyTech High Direct providers, plus education resources and community providers sprinkled throughout. This second slide shows an example which includes an in-person band class at the student's local district school, which is called split enrollment. And this third slide shows a full schedule snow online as the student is going through the accelerated competency-based associate degree that I mentioned earlier. Our team takes care of everything on the back end so parents can focus their time and energy on what matters most, helping their students thrive at their own pace and place. And thriving they are. We love to hear stories of a wide range of success that our students are having in their own unique way. For example, we've had multiple Ernst & Young Young Entrepreneur of the Year award winners. We've had full ride computer science scholarships to prestigious universities. Hundreds of students have worked on their associate degree and some even on their bachelor's degree. Students are earning professional certifications and going straight to the workforce. We've had students get perfect scores on ACTs and above average scores on standardized state tests. And we've had a 2020 U.S. presidential scholar at the age of 12. Plus, we've had nationally acclaimed and renowned performers in downhill skiers, actors, YouTube influencers, ballroom dancers, swimmers, violinists, Lego robotics champions, and more. It's truly thrilling to see what students can do when you give them a personalized education program. One success story I'd like to share now is about a student named Eliza. She was a 3-sport athlete at her district high school and generally a good student. But midway during her junior year, she was absolutely drowning in the stress and anxiety of traditional high school. The standardized education system was ripping the joy out of her life. So she enrolled in our MyTech High program and selected one of our online competency-based associate degree options, which allowed her to take unlimited credits each semester with an incredibly well done mastered or not yet grading model. It was life-changing for her. It was so motivating for her to get a project back with 4 out of the 6 items mastered and 2 not yets. She'd work on those not yets until they were mastered, and the joy of learning quickly returned. She loved it. She completed her college degree in 14 months and walked with her friends at her local high school's graduation. During that whole time, she kept playing sports and attending her high school activities with all of her friends. It was truly a great example of the best of both worlds. Well, you might ask, how do I know all these details about Eliza's story? Well, as it turns out, Eliza's my daughter. Yep, she's our youngest of 5. And her story makes all of this very personal to me. Education is not only what I do, it's truly who I am. And now I'm happy to report that all 5 of our children, in one form or another, have completed or are working on a competency-based college degree, from associate degree to bachelor's to even master's. And as both an educator and as a father, I wouldn't recommend any other path. With our program serving nearly 20,000 students, you can imagine that we've been recognized by many local, national, and international media for successfully innovating within the public education system. Here are just a few examples. Liberated with Carrie McDonald, she's awesome. We've been on TV, online news stories, podcasts, interviews with Education Week, education conferences, including one in Dubai, where I was awarded the top 100 leaders in education. Truly an honor to do these things to help as many students as we can succeed in a personalized education program. So now as we wrap up, let's look at a few practical next steps that you can take no matter where you live. First, begin today to a la carte your child's education, meaning start pondering how you might want to have your child's education plan include a mix of learning resources at their local school, at home, online, or in the community. Talk to them about what they like and don't like about their current education environment. Incorporate as many educational opportunities as you can based on your child's needs, interests, and family budget. And if you live in a state where our program operates, join us and design an ideal education plan without financial stress. Practical step number 2, help us bring our program to your state. If you don't live in a state where we operate, help us identify the most innovative public school district superintendent you can find, or even a forward-thinking school board member. They're out there. They often just need a little nudge to make cool stuff happen. Invite them to consider the benefits of their district becoming the school of enrollment for all homeschoolers across their state. I'll show what those are on the next slide. Once interested, simply introduce the innovative superintendent or forward-thinking board member to us, and we'll take it from there. Our team's ready to make it happen. Another step you could take is check out online.snow.edu. For example, if you know a teenager looking for something different, some can start as early as age 14, or if you know an adult who wants to finish their associate degree, I highly recommend you check out online.snow.edu, where students can earn the world's first and most affordable, fully accredited, fully transferable, online, mastery-based, accelerated associate degree. And it's only around $1,800 a semester for unlimited credits for anyone in the US. And it's super simple to apply. No ACT, SAT score, no college essays or portfolios. Just submit the application in less than 60 seconds and get ready to start. International students can apply too. And as a bonus for those still in high school, anywhere in the world, we've worked out a way for students who complete their associate degree can also earn an accredited U.S. high school diploma if interested. And last practical step, reach out to me. Go to mytechhigh.com/contact Matt, and let's keep this conversation going. As I mentioned, here are the 2 main benefits to a district who implements our personalized education model. First, the reputational value. They'll become a state and national leader in innovation and education, blessing the lives of thousands of students who are currently bootstrapping their own home-centered education. Financial value. Our model brings the district new funding for all the new students that we enroll with them. As such, the district will be able to invest all of those new significant dollars into key district priorities, such as giving their teachers a raise, hiring more classroom aides, buying new buses, purchasing new computers, adding new portables, etc. These are just examples of what we've seen over the years. And when combined with even more funding from other state and federal add-ons, the districts definitely benefit financially from adopting our program. In closing, I'd like to truly thank you and honor you for taking the time to pursue educational options for your family. I truly believe that if we create a generation of self-directed, lifelong learners who are creative and curious and motivated to innovate, we'll accelerate solutions to finding solutions to our world's challenges. And I'm here to help. I hope that you can end this presentation tonight with the confidence to think differently about your child's education and find ways to support them any way that you can. I encourage you to tap into all of the resources available at the local school, at home, online, and in the community, and then just do the best you can. Because remember, I think we all know that learning doesn't happen inside a building or a school or even a home. Learning happens inside a learner. Thank you. Good night.